There's a moment when someone shows you exactly who they are, not with words, not with promises, but with something smaller, quieter, and almost always. You miss it because you're looking for something obvious, something dramatic. But the truth is, people don't reveal themselves when they're trying to impress you. They reveal themselves when they think no one is paying attention. Carl Jung once suggested that what we ignore often holds more truth than what we focus on. And if you really want to understand someone, not their image, not their charm, not their performance, just their truth, you only need to watch two things, just two. But here's the problem. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. Most people don't show you who they are. They show you who they think you'll like. Think about it. When you first meet someone, everything feels curated. Their tone is softer. Their words are more careful. Their personality feels almost perfect. But that's not them. That's a version of them. A version built from past experiences, from rejection, from the need to be accepted. And without realizing it, you fall for it. Not because you're naive, but because you're human. You want to believe people are exactly who they present themselves to be. But time doesn't reveal people. Patterns do. And patterns only show up when the performance slips, when they're tired, when they're stressed, when they think it doesn't matter anymore. That's when something real starts to leak through. A tone you've never heard before. A reaction that feels slightly off. A moment that doesn't match the image they've been showing you. Most people ignore it. They explain it away. They were just having a bad day. They didn't mean it. It's not who they really are. But what if that is who they are? Not all the time, but enough. Jung believed that every person has a shadow, a hidden side. Not evil, not broken, just unfiltered. And the truth is, you don't really know someone until you've met that side of them. And this is where the first sign appears. It doesn't come when things are easy. It comes in a moment so small. Most people overlook it completely. First thing, how they treat people who can't do anything for them. Watch carefully, not how they treat you. That part is easy. Watch how they treat people who don't matter to them. The waiter, the cleaner, the stranger who gets in their way, the person who has nothing to offer them. Because in those moments, there's no incentive to pretend, no reward, no benefit, just instinct. And instinct doesn't lie. Some people will smile at you and then speak to someone else with impatience, sharp tone, dismissive energy, like the other person is invisible. And it's subtle, so subtle that you might miss it. But your body doesn't. You feel it. That slight discomfort, that quiet question in your mind. Why did that feel wrong? Because in that moment, you didn't see their mask. You saw their hierarchy. You saw how they categorize human beings, not as equals, but as levels. And one day, whether you realize it or not, your position can change. You can go from being admired to being ignored, from being valued to being inconvenient. And when that happens, they won't become someone new. They'll simply become who they already were, just without the effort. The hardest part? People don't think this matters. They think, well, they're nice to me. But kindness that depends on status is not kindness. It's strategy. Real character shows up when there's nothing to gain. No audience, no reward. No reason to perform, just a choice. And that choice is everything. Even this isn't the deepest truth, because someone can still be kind. And yet, you don't really know them. Not fully. Not until life presses on them. Not until something inside them breaks. Second thing, how they respond when things don't go their way. This is where the mask doesn't just slip, it cracks. Pay attention to what happens when they lose control, when plans fall apart, when they don't get what they want, when life refuses to cooperate, because frustration reveals what comfort hides. Some people become quieter, more reflective. They pause, they process. Even in discomfort, there's a sense of control. But others change. Their tone shifts. Their patience disappears. Blame starts to move outward. It's not my fault. They caused this. This always happens to me. And suddenly, you're not dealing with the person you thought you knew. You're seeing how they handle powerlessness, and that tells you everything, because life will take control away at some point, from everyone. No exceptions, and the way someone responds in those moments is not random. It's a pattern, a reflection of what's underneath. So now, you've seen the two things. Simple. Almost too simple. How they treat people who don't matter, and how they react when things don't go their way. That's it. But here's the question most people avoid. What do you do when you don't like what you see? Do you ignore it? Pretend it was just a bad moment, a one-time thing, something that doesn't really mean anything? Do you explain it away? Give them reasons. Justify their behavior? Tell yourself a story that feels easier to live with? Or do you pause and sit with that discomfort? Because the truth is, it's not always easy to see people clearly. Not when you're attached, not when you've already invested time, energy, emotion. Clarity can feel like loss, like something is quietly breaking, even if nothing has been said out loud. So most people choose comfort. They choose the version of reality that hurts less. But deep down, you know the difference between something that's misunderstood and something that's being revealed. So the real question is, do you keep holding on to who you thought they were? Or do you accept that maybe you were never seeing them clearly in the first place? And maybe this isn't just about them. Maybe it's about you too. Because once you start seeing people clearly, you can't go back. You start noticing the small things. The tone shifts, the quiet moments that used to pass unnoticed, and something inside you changes. You become more aware, more selective, not colder, just clearer. So the real question is, what are you going to do with that clarity? Will you keep ignoring what you feel just to stay comfortable? Or will you finally trust it? Because deep down, you've always known. You've seen glimpses. You've felt it in your body. That moment when something felt off, but you told yourself it was nothing. It was never nothing. And maybe this is your moment to stop pretending it is. So if this made you pause, even for a second, if something here felt a little too real, a little too familiar, then don't just watch and move on. Sit with it, reflect on it, and more importantly, start observing. Not just others, but yourself too. Because the same two things, they apply to you. How you treat people when there's nothing to gain, and who you become when life doesn't go your way. That's your truth, whether you like it or not. And if you're ready to go deeper, to understand people, to understand yourself, then stay here. Subscribe. Because this is only the surface. There's so much more beneath it. And the more you see, the more you begin to realize, not everyone is meant to stay in your life, but everyone was meant to reveal something to you.